ABP Live is on its way to explore border tourism along the line of control between India and Pakistan. Border tourism is emerging as a significant development in Kashmir. While famous tourist destinations like Gulmarg, Pahalgam, and Sonmarg were always popular amongst tourists from all around the world, the limelight has now shifted to places like Tangdhar, Machil, Bangas Valley, Titwal, Gurez, and Keren that all lie along the line of control. ABP Live will give you a glimpse of some of these border towns which were hitherto not accessible to tourists. Kashmir is witnessing an exponential rise in tourism from the Lal Chowk in Srinagar to all the hilly stations that are there in Gulmarg and Pahalgam. One can see tourists from southern India, eastern India, western India, all across the country coming here. However, the thing that is fast catching up is that of border tourism. Yes, you heard me right. That is border tourism where tourists can go to the border villages which is lying along the line of control. The LOC tourism is something that the Indian Army along with the government has recently started. It's been over a year. We recently saw cricketing superstar Sachin Tendulkar coming in some of the sectors like Uri with his family and having a fun time there. Known as the paradise on earth, Kashmir is known to be the crown jewel of India. And post the abrogation of Article 370, we can see that tourists are actually coming here and saying that they are coming in large numbers with families as they believe that this is now a safe zone. Violence has been reduced, which is why they are trying to explore newer and better kind of tourism which has not yet been explored. So some of the inaccessible areas along the LOC, the villages such as Tanghar, Machil, Titwal, Uri, Gurez and Kiran are some of those villages where one could never think of going. But now we can see that there are tourism happening, there are guest houses coming up, people living there, and you can also see across the border with neighboring Pakistan carrying out a similar exercise. Now, although Sachin Tendulkar's trip was completely guided by the Indian Army, ABP Live was not that lucky to get the support of the Indian Army. However, I will take you to some of the border areas, border villages, and show you the border tourism in Titwal and also Tanghar. So come along with me in this exciting journey. So we have now reached a place called the Bangas Valley. As you can see that this is a valley that has the river called the Kamil River. This is along the line of control, and beyond this is the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. Now remember, a few years back, these used to be completely inaccessible areas. The villagers were not allowed to also step out, but now they can intermingle with the tourists coming in from all across the country. In fact, from Srinagar, this is just a 4.5 hours drive. Beyond this is Tanghar, which we will take you there, and then there is Titwal. These are the villages, name of the villages that are there along the LOC. So right now, as I said, that we are in Bangas Valley, and we will take you more towards Tanghar. So keep enjoying and be with me on this trip. So right now we are standing in front of the Karna Valley. This is the Karna checkpoint where the army checks some of the documents. Let me show you the valley here. As I said earlier also, this is along the line of control. So you need a few permissions to be able to access these places. And beyond this, if you move along, you will go towards Tanghar and Titwal and Machil, Gurez and many other border villages that you can speak to. As you can see, there's a checkpoint here where the army is very cooperative, and you just need permissions, and all you need is to get a few permissions done and you can access. After Bangas Valley and Karna, we head towards the famous Sadhna Pass and then onwards to Titwal and Tanghar, where one can see parts of Pakistan-occupied Kashmir clearly on the other side of the villages. With the guns falling silent along the line of control due to the ceasefire understanding, tourists can now visit these places. That also helps in contributing towards the development of the local economy. But going to these places is not easy, as one would need a plethora of permission and the infrastructure is not yet fully developed. However, thanks to the BRO, the roads along the LOC are world class and tourists can enjoy the scenic beauty while they visit these border towns. The journey to the border towns can also prove to be strenuous and unplanned, as roads can be closed without prior information, as heavy contingent of the army and army convoys can lead to long and snarling traffic jams high up in the mountains. As one slowly makes his or her way towards the border areas to enjoy the scenic beauty and these serene places, one can also feel a sense of palpable tension and that anything can happen at any moment, because cross-border terrorism is still a very big reality. Owing to recent tensions in the Jammu region, the army is planning to temporarily halt border tourism so that it can take stock of the situation. However, for now, it is still going on.
So as I had promised you, we have finally come to the Tangdhar district. This is one of the border districts that is very close to the line of control. Let me tell my viewers that on May 16, there had been an infiltration bid in the Tangdhar district where two terrorists were planning to sneak in through these valleys and having, their plans were foiled by the Indian Army. These are now accessible, as I've been telling you, to tourists who can come here as tourists and see and speak to the villagers, although the villagers are not really forthcoming because they have never interacted with the tourists so much, but they are also opening up. They tell me off camera that they are very happy to see tourists are coming in, and they believe that their livelihoods can be changed if tourism really takes place and takes off in a big way. Now afterwards, from here we'll be moving towards Titwal. There we have a Sharda temple, and I'll take you round of that place as well. So as I had shown you, we are right now in Titwal, which is the last village in the LOC, and right beside me, as you can see, that is the Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And if I can have the camera panned, these are some of the localities that you can see, some of the guest houses, other post houses, checkposts that are there. That is all Pakistan occupied Kashmir. And over this side, as I had shown you, is the Sharda Peeth temple, where many pilgrims from Pakistan, many pilgrims from India would also want to come and visit. While Indian tourists can now access the Sharda Peeth temple, which was once in ruins in Pakistan, has now been inaugurated, and the temple has been built in a beautiful manner in this Titwal village. Pakistan, the Hindu pilgrims in Pakistan want to come and visit this temple. Now let me give you a brief history about this place, Titwal. You must have all read the Dog of Titwal story that Manto had written. It was all about partition and its aftermath, how these two countries were once one. It was one country that was very brutally partitioned because of the British. The British did not even think twice before bifurcating this entire beautiful Kashmir region. This entire Jammu and Kashmir that we know today was more beautiful than what we can see even now. Also, to let you know some of the villages that are here, let me show the village that is now there in Titwal, which is on the Indian side. Of course, I'm standing on the Indian side. We are not allowed, of course, to go to POK. But before coming here, let me give you, a caution to tourists who would want to come. They can easily come if they want to, but you would need permissions and several kind of requisitions from the Indian Army. The last checkpoint will be the Sikh bridge. If you cover that, you will be able to come. And many tourists from India are coming, is what army sources are telling me. Also, as I was telling you, these are the villages. Once these villages have seen everything, but because of the understanding, the ceasefire understanding that has been in place since February 2021 between the DGMOs of India and Pakistan, these villagers, they tell me off camera that they are still seeing some semblance of peace and normalcy, We just saw children coming back from school. We also saw people going by for their work. There are small little eateries on the roadside. As I said, there's a temple, there's also a Gurdwara. So all in all, these villages are now having some kind of normal life, but then this peace and this normalcy is very fragile. But then the army has started something called border tourism, with which many of you can come and access and see for yourself how sensitive this region is, and also salute to all our soldiers who are here day and night protecting us, protecting these villages, and now they are also protecting the tourists. I have with me today Mr. Ajaz. He is an English teacher in one of the schools out here. So let me ask him what is the experience that he has living in a village of Titwal, and he's also going to tell us about the topography of this place. Welcome to ABP Live, Ajaz, and aap hame bataye, and since you're an English teacher, let me ask you in English, how is life in this border village? I mean, you have Pakistan just right there, which is the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and this is in India. What are the troubles that you face on your daily life?
This is okay, but India hardship in life is that we're facing many hardship in respect of transport facilities are there. First of all, transport, and then the hardship of this road connectivity. I must say, road connectivity is not suitable for students because they are very far flung area. They are staying in very far flung area. When they are going to school, they are landsliders, and in this term, they are facing very difficult.
What about the security situation? We know and we keep hearing, sitting in Delhi, that there's been shelling and civilians attacked. But have you seen anything like that?
Civilian attacks and civilian attacks, not any yet. For example, I will say, not any yet in these days. Before 2018, there are many attacks in shellings. Many others are also there. But after 2018, there are normalization when the ceasefire announced between the two countries. Many things are normalized.
Okay. My last question to you, Zubair, also is the fact that border tourism has now started, okay, and people are coming to places like Titwal, which was not being accessed, which was inaccessible for a very long period. This is the first time that it has opened up. Do you think it is, you live here, right? You live the daily life that is out here with the difficulties that are there. Do you think it is a good idea to open this region for tourists?
Yes, it's a very good initiative because in Titwal, recently Titwal village is on this tourism hotspot right now, and because of tourism hotspot, they will gain many this development in respect of homestay,
Right.
where develop their homestay,
Many
and
guest
many
houses.
guest houses are there built. In this respect, many people get their honorarium.
Correct,
I'd say.
correct. But then I have seen while coming here, there are too many permissions in too many checkposts. Even if you have many permissions, tourists are stopped every place, and they are asking for permissions again and again. Do you think that can be a problem?
Maybe there is a problem because when they ease these things, permissions, and because when we go to from Titwal to Tangdar, there are many checkposts. We will face showing identity cards there, proving identity. Almost
becomes a difficult
because difficult is very difficult. Almost 3 to 5 places we show the identity cards, respective checking. These hurdles, when they ease, the people will come more and more.
So you want more tourists to come here, right?
Because my village workers are people, they get their jobs, so that's why it's a very good initiative.
आकमदीन मेरा नाम है। मैं गांव कड़ामा में रहता हूं। यहाँ से ऊपर 4 गांव हैं जिसमें रोड सेक्शन हुई थी 2016 में। रोड सेक्शन हुई हमारी बटपुरा टू कड़ामा के लिए, वो बटला में रोक की दी गई 2021 में। 2021 के बाद उसका कोई काम वहाँ नहीं लगाया गया है। हमने कई बार गवर्नमेंट तहसीलदार साहब से, एसडीएम साहब से रिक्वेस्ट किया और एसडीएम तहसीलदार साहब को यहाँ लाया, लेकिन हमारी सुनाई किसी ने नहीं दी है। सर, रिक्वेस्ट हमारी ये है, नहीं वहाँ हमें पानी है, नहीं वहाँ हमें बिजली है। बिजली के कच्चे हमें और कच्ची तारें लगा के हमें एग्रीमेंट कर दिया गया है जिसमें हम एग्रीमेंट भरते हैं लेकिन हमें पावर टाइम पे नहीं जाता है। मेन मदा हमारा ये है जो रोड का, हम यहाँ से वो आप देख सकते हैं सर, वो हमारा सामने में घोड़ा है 50 kg लोड यहाँ से लेके वो सामने मकान दिखाई दे रहे हैं, वहाँ 500 रुपया 50 kg का लेकर ये घोड़ा यहाँ से ऊपर चढ़ता है। लेकिन जो हमारा बीमार हो जाता है वो रास्ते में दम दे जाता है, हॉस्पिटल में नहीं पहुँच पाता है।
तो अभी जो सरकार बोल रही है कि टूरिज्म के लिए खोल दिया, बहुत सारे टूरिस्ट आएंगे, सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा, तो आपका क्या कहना है?
यहाँ तक तो आएंगे जहाँ तक रोड है, लेकिन यहाँ से ऊपर हमारी तरफ कोई नहीं देखता है। हम गवर्नमेंट से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, जो हमारी रोड बटपोरा से कड़ामा के लिए सेक्शन कागजों में हुई है, हम मेहरबानी गवर्नमेंट की चाहते हैं हमें वो रोड दिया जाए।
कितने लोग आप लोग यहाँ रहते हैं?
4 गांव हैं यहाँ से ऊपर।
4 गांव है,
4
तो
गाँव।
लगभग कितने लोग रहते होंगे?
एक जो हमारा गांव कड़ामा है उसमें 86 चूल्हेबंदी है, लगभग 400 पॉपुलेशन है। दूसरे जो गांव हैं उनकी 200 पॉपुलेशन है, तो उसका भी 120 के करीब उसका भी चूल्हेबंदी है। तो पूरे 4 गांव यहाँ से सीमारी से ऊपर हैं, जिनको कोई रास्ता नहीं है, कोई कुछ नहीं है। बीमार लाने में हम चारपाई के ऊपर बीमार लाते हैं, लेकिन हमको बहुत तंगी, हमारी सुनाई कोई नहीं देता है। अगर हमारी
बताएं।
सुनाई
हाँ।
कोई देगा तो मेहरबानी करके हमें जो रोड सेक्शन बटपुरा से कड़ामा के लिए हुई है वो रोड हमें दिया जाए।
जी जी, शुक्रिया बोलने के लिए।
शुक्रिया।
जी शुक्रिया। So as I had promised you all, we are finally at the last village of India, which is at the tip of the line of control. On my right side, you can see that is the Pakistan occupied Kashmir, and on my back you can see, if I can have the camera pan, this is the Sharda Peeth temple that was inaugurated in 2023. Now let me give you a little history on this temple. A special prayer on this temple was held for the first time in 2023, and that was done online. The Pran Pratishtha ceremony was held. The temple's inauguration had happened on March 22nd. However, no puja was held since then. But after that, the temple has been really made up into this beautiful structure, as you can see in front of me. And the fact that people now come, worshippers come from all across the country to pay their allegiance, to pay their obedience, and to offer their prayers here. Now, remember, in a few years back, in 2019, the Kartarpur corridor was inaugurated. Similarly, there has been now a demand that has been made from Pakistan side, the Hindus living there, that they should also have a corridor with the Sharda Peeth temple in Titwal. Now, the distance is not much. Both governments, India and Pakistan, need to work out a mechanism how they can really get this done. It will not be an easy task, but it will also not be difficult. हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया साहब। तो आप हमें ये कह रहे थे कि यहाँ जो शारदा पीठ मंदिर बनी है, इतने सालों बाद जो रेनोवेटेड मंदिर बनी है, जो पहले उस साइड पाकिस्तान साइड हुआ करती थी, उसके आपका क्या कंट्रीब्यूशन है? आपने उसको स्पेयर हेड किया है, यू हैव कंस्ट्रक्टेड इट विद द सपोर्ट ऑफ द इंडियन आर्मी, तो हमें बताएं।
मैडम, ऐसा नहीं है, मंदिर यहाँ टिटवाल में पहले भी था, 1947 से पहले भी मंदिर था, कि ये कोई नई चीज़ नहीं है। ये बेस कैंप था। बेस जो ओरिजिनल मंदिर है शारदा पीठ, वो पीओके में यहाँ से 83 किलोमीटर दूर। तो जब 1947 में कबायली रेड हुआ तो उन्होंने, कबायलियों ने ये मंदिर भी जला दिया, एक गुरुद्वारा था, एक धर्मशाला था, तो इस पूरे गांव को जला दिया। तो ये ज़मीन तब तक हमारे पास थी, हमने अपने पास रखी थी। तो हमने एक इनिशिएटिव लिया, हमने एक कमेटी बनाई, सेव शारदा कमेटी, जिसके हेड फाउंडर है रविंद्र पंता जी। तो उसमें हम 3 मुस्लिम हैं, 5 पंडित हैं और एक सिख हैं। तो हमने कहा कि हम फिर से एक मंदिर बनाएंगे, क्योंकि हमारे और हिंदू भाइयों के और सिखों भाइयों के दरमियान में कुछ पार्टीशन के बाद एक दरार सी आ गई थी। हम उसको ख़त्म करना चाहते थे, ये मेरा खुद का ये सोच थी। तो हमने कहा इस दरार को ख़त्म करते हैं, और फिर बची खुची कसर जो थी वो 90s में होगी, और हमारे अंदर दूरियां पैदा होगी। इसको ख़त्म करने के लिए हमने एक रविंद्र पंता जी को इनवाइट किया। वो लड़ रहे थे 2006 से इस मंदिर के लिए। तो 1947 से पहले यहाँ से छड़ी मुबारक निकलती थी, जैसे अमरनाथ जी के लिए निकलती है, तो इसी तरह टीटवाल से निकलती थी। ये जो है मंदिर, ये मंदिर लाला ईश्वर दास जो थे खत्री, उन्होंने ये मंदिर बनाया था। जो बाहर से हमारे श्रद्धालु आते थे, बेंगलोर से, कर्नाटका से, हमारा अहमदाबाद, गाज़ियाबाद, हर जगह से, वो यहाँ स्टे करते थे, रात को रुकते थे और यहाँ से छड़ी मुबारक सुबह निकलती थी, यहाँ से होते हुए 83 किलोमीटर 7 दिन का पैदल रास्ता था। पीओके में शारदा पीठ पे जाते थे। तो जब कबायली रेड हुआ उसके बाद सब कुछ बंद है। तो मैं आपसे ये रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ कि आई एम द फर्स्ट मुस्लिम इन इंडिया के मैंने मंदिर जो है मैंने बनवाया यहाँ शारदा पीठ।
तो ये इनिशिएटिव आपकी खुद की थी एजाज साहब कि ये मंदिर बनाए और लोग यहाँ पे आए?
हाँ जी, मेरी खुद की थी। मेरे इलाके की डेवलपमेंट होगी, मेरे गांव की डेवलपमेंट होगी और हो रही है। तो ये मेरा खुद का था और मेरा फैमिली सपोर्ट बढ़ा रहा है। तो हम दोनों सरकारों से ये रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि अगर
दोनों मतलब इंडिया और पाकिस्तान,
इस्लामाबाद और इंडिया से, कि अगर हम मुस्लिम हैं, मैं मुसलमान हूँ, मक्का जाना हमारे लिए इतना इजी कर दिया। हज़ारों किलोमीटर दूर अगर एजाज खान मक्का जा सकता है तो हिंदू भाई जो हैं बेंगलोर में, उनके लिए जो शारदा पीठ है वो भी मक्का का मकाम रखती है। तो अगर हम हज़ारों किलोमीटर दूर जा सकते हैं तो हमारे पंडित भाई हिंदू भाई क्यों नहीं यहाँ से 83 किलोमीटर पीओके में जा सकते हैं। तो दोनों सरकारों से हमारी बात चल रही है। हम आपके माध्यम से रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं दोनों सरकारों से कि कॉरिडोर करतारपुर की तर्ज पे ये रूट जो है, ये ऑफिशियल रूट है, ये शारदा पीठ, इसको खोला जाए और हमारे हिंदू भाई वहाँ जाके पूजा करें।
तो एजाज साहब ये बताएं, ये जो आपने कहा आपने खुद से ये इनिशिएटिव ली थी और आप चाहते हो कि हिंदू पिलग्रिम सारे आए, भारतवर्ष से आए, उधर भी जाए, आप अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा हमें बताइए। ये इनिशिएटिव आपने क्यों लिया? आप क्या यहीं के रहने वाले थे? और कैसा आपने अभी सरकार से क्या क्या रिक्वेस्ट डाली है कि यहाँ पे और टूरिस्ट आए?
देखिए, बाई बर्थ में यहाँ से हूँ, मेरे आबाओ अजदाद यहाँ से हैं, तो मैं यहाँ का रहने वाला हूँ। हमारा हिंदू भाइयों के साथ पुराना रिश्ता है, मेरे वालिद साहब का, दादाजी का। तो हम उस रिश्ते को दोबारा बरकरार रखना चाहते हैं। एक तो मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था। दूसरा ये था कि हमारे अंदर हमारे भाई जो हैं, हिंदू भाई, पंडित भाई जो हैं, हमें कश्मीरी एक टैग लग गया मिलिटेंसी का। देखिए, मिलिटेंट 100 में से 2 हो सकते हैं, 98 नहीं हो सकते हैं। तो हमें वो टैग, हम उस टैग को ख़त्म करना चाहते हैं। हम दिल्ली जाते हैं, हम
तो वो टैग आज भी आपको परेशान करती है?
हमें परेशान कर रहा है। हम दिल्ली जाते हैं, हमें कड़ा पहनना पड़ता है, यहाँ पे रस्सी बांधनी पड़ती है। हम पंजाबी हैं जी, हम पंजाब से आए, असी जी उतों आया, गुरदासपुर तो आया, असी जी जम्मू तो आया। हमें छुपाना पड़ता है कि हम कश्मीरी हैं। प्लीज़ आपके माध्यम से हम हिंदुस्तान गवर्नमेंट से, पूरी मीडिया से, सब लोगों से ये रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि हमें ये टैग हटा लीजिए कि हम मिलिटेंट नहीं हैं,
बिल्कुल
हम उग्रवादी नहीं हैं। 1-2 हो सकते हैं, वो हर जगह होते हैं, हर मुल्क में होते हैं, हर स्टेट में होते हैं, हर घर में होते हैं, गांव में होते हैं। तो ये टैग हटाने के लिए, गांव की डेवलपमेंट के लिए और रिश्ते जो है हमारे पुराने हैं उनको बहाल करने के लिए हमने ये इनिशिएटिव उठाया।
मेरा आखिरी सवाल आपसे एजाज साहब, आप यहाँ पे अभी जैसे बॉर्डर टूरिज़्म बोल रहे खुला गया है, लेकिन मैंने देखा कि हाँ ठीक है 3-4 परमिशन चाहिए होती है, उसके बावजूद बहुत दिक्कतें होती है, हर चेक पोस्ट पे लोग रुक रहे हैं। तो अगर ये हालत, मतलब जैसे कि मैं मीडिया से हूँ, मैंने ये किया है, फेस किया है, तो दूसरे टूरिस्ट के लिए भी आसान होना चाहिए। तो इसके बारे में आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
देखिए मैडम, मेरा ये सरकार से रिक्वेस्ट होगी कि इसको कम से कम किया जाए, क्योंकि अगर जो हमारे टूरिस्ट आते हैं बाहर से, उनको अगर 5-6 पोस्टों पे 1-1 घंटा रोका जाता है, चाहे वेरिफिकेशन के लिए, परमिशन के लिए, अगर इस तरह का इशू रहा तो मुझे लगता नहीं है कि टिटवाल में कोई टूरिस्ट आएगा। तो सरकार से ये रिक्वेस्ट होगी कि इसको बहुत ईजी किया जाए, कोई एक चेक पोस्ट जो है वो रखी जाए टूरिस्टों के लिए, आने और जाने के लिए सिर्फ एक पोस्ट,
और एक ही परमिशन हो,
और एक ही परमिशन, जहाँ कुछ 15 से 20 मिनट या 10 मिनट का वक्फा उनको दिया जाए, ताकि टूरिस्टों के लिए स्पेशली रखा जाए ताकि टूरिस्ट आएँ। अदरवाइज अगर 6-7 पोस्टों पे उनको रोका जाएगा, उनकी एंट्री होगी, तो फिर मुझे लगता नहीं कोई यहाँ पे आएगा। और ना हमारी जो हमने मेहनत की, हमने कोशिश की है, इस गांव की तरक्की होने वाली नहीं है, फिर बाहर से कोई टूरिस्ट आने वाला नहीं।
और अजय साहब, ये जो हम जैसे आपके घर में बैठे हुए हैं और आपका बहुत ही बढ़िया शानदार घर है और उस साइड में है पाकिस्तान ऑक्यूपाइड कश्मीर, आपको कभी दिक्कत हुआ, कुछ चीज़ों का कोई थ्रेट हुआ कि नहीं, कभी भी कुछ अटैक हो सकता है?
देखिए मैडम, मुझे पर्सनली खुद थ्रेट हुआ जब मैं मंदिर का काम कर रहा था। ये पूरी सोशल मीडिया पे वायरल भी हुआ है एक बार, 1 साल पहले। ये मेरा फ्लैग लगा, या आप देख सकते हैं, जब मैंने फ्लैग चढ़ाया तो पाकिस्तान से मुझे गालियाँ दी गई और मुझे थ्रेट दिया गया कि हम आपको स्नैपर का फायर करेंगे। ये पूरी गवर्नमेंट को भी पता है। काफ़ी थ्रेट मुझे व्हाट्सएप कॉल आए हैं, बहुत सारी कॉलें मुझे आई हैं कि तुमने मंदिर बनाया, तुमने क्यों बनाया, किस तरह बनाया, कि अपने गांव में बनाया। तो थ्रेट मुझे काफ़ी है, लेकिन इस चैलेंज को मैं कबूल करने के लिए तैयार हूँ। लेकिन सरकार को भी चाहिए कि मेरी प्रोटेक्शन करनी चाहिए उनको।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। हम हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया एजाज साहब, शुक्रिया। Behind me, as you can see, this is a popular tourist spot that used to be, but even then, you know, way back in the 50s, 60s, it was very difficult to come here. And after that, of course, there was a lot of, you know, checkpoints, and it had become inaccessible. This is a place called the Sadhna Pass, named after the popular yesteryear Hindi actress Sadhna. When she had come here, there is a story that she loved this place, of course, for the beauty, for the topography, and this place was named Sadhna Pass after her. But now tourists can really come here and access this point. This is just about 3 hours from Srinagar, and this is now part of the LOC. However, this has now been part of the border tourism. So we are finally over with the border tourism, and I had taken you to places from Tangdhar to about Titwal and showed the Shardapeeth Mandir, and also had a few conversations with the villagers there, both on and off record. That will be there also in the story that I'll be writing with this. So this was one of its kind. The border tourism that the Indian Army had started, and the government as an initiative to make people access those villages at the line of control. However, let me give a word of caution that so many permissions and requests need to be made. There will be checkpoints where your car will be thoroughly checked. So tourists need to be very well aware that the infrastructure is not at all up to the mark. There are no guest houses, no restrooms. So if you're planning to come here from Srinagar, it will take you 6 to 7 hours if you want to go back the same day. A lot needs to be done, a lot improvement has to be done, but this is just the beginning. So I do understand that going forward, if this continues, this is going to bring huge potential and huge prosperity to the border villages. And the villagers here have told me directly that they want electricity, they want water, and they want more and more tourists to come and welcome them and embrace them and make them feel part of this country. Thank you for watching. This is Nainima Basu signing off from this beautiful place along the line of control for ABP Live.